Friends, this is video number 3 in my favorite wigs in my first 18 months of wig wearing series. I am so excited to bring you Modern Motif. I've got a story about this one. Modern Motif is a super cute synthetic wig from Gabor, and we're going to learn all about her. My name is Denise. I'm also known as Hey Wig Sister on Instagram and Facebook. I'm partnering with Name Brand Wigs to bring you this review. They were very gracious to send me a few of my favorites from the first 18 months so I could make this series and show them to you guys. They're a wonderful online retailer. I have reviewed for them a ton and have been a customer since the very beginning of my wig wearing journey. Spent my own money buying wigs from them for a long time before I ever partnered with them on reviews. I do recommend them, and I'll put some details in the description box and a coupon code that will save you money on this and all Gabor wigs. Let's take a look at Modern Motif from all sides. Not sure if wearing a collared shirt was the smartest move on a wig of this length that just hits at the collar. All right, so quick story time. When I first started wearing wigs, it was really hard, and I think it's really easy to watch a reviewer like me and think we never struggled, because we're not struggling right now. But I tell you guys with all honesty and truthfulness in my heart, I really didn't think I was going to be successful at wig wearing. I watched the reviewers just like you guys watch reviewers, and I couldn't understand why a wig that looked so beautiful on Taz, for example, looked absolutely horrendous on me. Everything looked like a wig, and so I really struggled. And I was working outside of the home in a human resources position. I actually had a pretty high level position. I managed teams. I did a lot of group training, large group training, speaking in front of hundreds of people, even speaking in front of external, gave trainings and talks. And so finding a wig that I felt comfortable wearing was really critical, because if I was not confident, I certainly wasn't going to project confidence on stage. And I had to go give a huge talk at a conference on recruiting to a bunch of managers who were struggling with recruiting, and I picked Modern Motif to wear to that. And some of you I know have been following me for years. If you remember the green striped wallpaper, then you're an original. You're an OG of my Wig Sister group. And I made some posts actually at the time about Modern Motif and how I just felt amazing in that wig and so confident. And I think one of the reasons why I felt so confident is because of this right here. One of the things that makes us most nervous as new wig wearers is the lace front. Even if it's an impeccable lace front, we're still nervous. And having a little bit of a swoopy bang really took away that aspect of a struggle that I may have had. And I just loved this wig. And one of the things I love about this wig is it's a workhorse. This wig goes and goes and goes. It is the perfect length because it is long enough. It's hitting you at the chin that it doesn't feel like it's a super short style, but it's not rubbing up on your clothing a lot. And so you will get a lot of life out of this one as long as you're careful with it and you store it properly and all of those things. Now, I mentioned the swoopy bang, but this one does have a lace front, and there it is right there. And it's a good one. So you can actually wear this off of your face. If you like to clip up your hair in the front, you can absolutely do that with this one. If you want to get more of a cowlick and maybe have it always be up more than down, you can actually take a clothing steamer to it and steam up the bangs. I have a video showing how to get lift in a regular synthetic wig, which this is regular synthetic, not heat friendly, with a clothing steamer. I will make sure that's linked below. So I do think it's going to have a lot of flexibility, and if you don't love bangs, you could get lift, and then it would be more just like a short kind of swoop. And if you love bangs, you could actually make a full bang out of this one. It is a little too long for me, as most bangs are, because I have about a 2.5 inch measurement from my hairline to where I would want a bang to fall. But just trim it up with a thinning razor. You don't have to have any cutting skills. You don't even have to have a steady hand to trim up a wig with a thinning razor. I have a video showing you how to do it. So whether you want bangs or you don't want bangs, I think this one has something for everyone. We have an extended lace front and a left monopart. So that means on the left of your head going over to the right. We have soft ear tabs with bendable stays, an extended nape, Velcro adjusters, and the rest is open wefted. Now, this is an average cap size wig. It is fitting me big, which is why I had a wig grip on. Well, that, and I've got kind of longish hair right now. I'm sort of figuring out what to do with my hair, to buzz or not to buzz. And so getting a wig grip can help keep that out of the way. I'm just cinching it in because it is fitting me really large. So I cinched it in nearly all the way, and that actually is really comfortable. I do get some extra cap on the top, so I would wear this with a wig grip because that's going to give me the most security. When I first started wearing wigs, you just throw her on, fluff her up, and you're good to go. When I first started wearing wigs, I did not like wig grips. I just hadn't found one that I liked. I was getting the cheap Amazon ones. I didn't think they worked well. And so I assumed all wig grips were like that. And so I used It Stays roll-on adhesive to basically glue down the lace so that I would have confidence that my wig wasn't going to fall off my head during the day. Now I've found wig grips that I love. I have a couple videos on them, and I rarely glue wigs down. The only time I really do is if I have a wig where the lace doesn't lay flat. And so if you're in a position right now where you maybe don't know what you're doing, or you've tried some wig grips and you don't like them, I will link a couple of videos on some adhesives that I love. They are water soluble. You can remove them with a wet washcloth, and that can give you the confidence that you need. And so if this wig fits you great, you might not need anything. But if it fits you a little big like it does me, and I get really good coverage, then you might want an option to keep it secure on your head. I would say this is running really true to average. I'm going to show you one more trick of styling just because I know some of you are really struggling. So headbands. I love these cloth covered headbands because they come in as many colors and styles as you can possibly ever want. They fit on wigs so great. They don't slip. They don't never squeeze my head. But if you are struggling, you can put a headband on and then you tuck the hair and you smooth it down and play with it however you want it, but that also will help train your brain or maybe trick your brain into seeing something different and not harshly judging a wig. And then I actually like to fluff it up behind the headband and play with it. If I wanted to get a little bit more, I could use some styling product. Two of my favorites to work with synthetic wigs are Jon Renau Peace Out Cream and Tressler Wig Wax. I'll put a few videos below if you want to check those things out. But I mean, look at how cute and what a huge difference it makes. So find these little techniques that are going to help you. You'll get over the hump. I promise that you will. We made it to color. Take it off so you can see it. I did put a wig cap on because when a wig's big on me, I can't put headbands on and play with the wig without pulling it off my head. So that helped me out a lot. So let's talk about color. SS Hazelnut. The code GL8-29SS. These numbers can also be helpful, but you don't really know what they mean in the beginning. I have a blog post where I talk about color, and I have a color chart. I break down the codes so that you can understand what is an 8, which is a medium brown. What's a 29? That's kind of an auburn. And the SS means shadow shades, which means it's rooted. So if you want to look at all of the color codes, I will link that blog post below. So GL8-29SS, it is described as a coffee brown with soft ginger highlights. This is an auburn. 100% an auburn. Those ginger highlights, very prominent. The medium brown is the base. The highlights, heavy. Not stripy. Not stripy at all. They're kind of not highlights. It's more like the top layer is the auburn. So if you love auburns, this is a great color. But absolutely auburn. Reddish auburn. In some light, it's going to look a lot more auburn and a lot more red than in others. It is just beautiful. The root is so subtle, barely there. Love this color. Let's get outside so you can see it outside. I'll see you soon. Here is this color. We've got some really warm late afternoon sunlight right now. Not the most ideal light. So it's going to look probably a little warmer, but this light is what is here, so we'll look at it. There you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.